It was April 10, 1998, when Diane Augat, a 40-year-old woman from Hudson, Florida, vanished under mysterious circumstances. Her case, filled with bizarre clues and dead-end leads, remains one of Florida's most haunting cold cases. What really happened to Diane? This is a story of a severed finger, a desperate voicemail, and a family still searching for answers after over 2 decades. A quiet life torn apart. Diane Augat once lived an ordinary life as a mother and wife, but the late 1980s brought a series of tragic events that unraveled everything. Diagnosed with bipolar disorder, she struggled to cope with her condition, which she treated sporadically at best. Her life began to spiral out of control after she lost custody of her 3 children in 1988, a turning point that left her devastated. Her family noted that this event shattered her emotionally, causing her to lose her grip on reality. She frequently cried in front of the pictures of her children, trying to keep their memory alive. This emotional turmoil was compounded by her increasing reliance on alcohol, which became a coping mechanism for her worsening mental health. Her erratic behavior and refusal to consistently take her prescribed medication made it impossible for her to hold her life together. The last time she was seen. Diane was last seen on April 10, 1998, leaving her residence in Odessa, Florida, without taking her medication. Her untreated bipolar disorder raised immediate concerns among her family, who feared that she might fall into dangerous situations. Witnesses reported seeing her walking along U.S. Highway 19 in Hudson, Florida, the following day. She was known to hitchhike, which increased the potential risks she faced on the road. Despite her family's attempts to locate her, Diane never returned home, and the days that followed brought only more alarming signs. A frantic voicemail she left for her mother 3 days after her disappearance hinted at danger, adding to the already mounting fears. The severed finger. The gruesome clue. The most unsettling clue came on April 16, 1998, when a severed finger, later confirmed to belong to Diane, was found near U.S. Highway 19. The finger was discovered with the nail still painted coral red, matching the manicure she had before she disappeared. This horrifying discovery only deepened the mystery. Why was only her finger found? Was it a sign that she was trying to fight back, or had she been harmed by someone who wanted to leave a message? Law enforcement scoured the area for more clues, but the discovery of the finger provided little more than a gruesome puzzle piece to an already strange case with no other remains found. The finger became a chilling symbol of the violence that may have been inflicted on Diane. The clothes in the freezer. 2 weeks after Diane's disappearance, another strange clue surfaced. A convenience store employee found a bag of neatly folded clothes in the store's outdoor freezer. These clothes were later identified as Diane's by her sister. Diane had frequented this convenience store regularly, and the discovery raised suspicions that someone might have been keeping her captive before disposing of her belongings. The store, located in the same area where Diane was last seen, became a key point in the investigation. However, despite the chilling implications, investigators were unable to trace any suspects or determine how or why the clothes ended up there. The makeup bag. In another bizarre twist, in 2000, a plastic Ziploc bag labeled Diane was found at a Circle K convenience store, this time by the girlfriend of Diane's brother. The bag contained items Diane was known to use: bright pink lipstick, eyeliner, and a bottle of Taboo perfume. Diane's mother recognized these items as personal belongings of her daughter, providing a glimmer of hope that Diane might still be alive. Despite this, the discovery once again led to a dead end, as investigators couldn't determine how the bag got there or who might have placed it. The contents of the bag have continued to baffle law enforcement and family alike. Was foul play involved? Many believe Diane was the victim of foul play, and the circumstances surrounding her disappearance seem to support this theory. The discovery of her severed finger and the voicemail pleading for help strongly indicate that Diane may have been abducted or harmed by someone. At one point, Gary Evers, the manager of the Coral Sands Motel where Diane was last seen, became a person of interest in the case. Evers was later convicted of an unrelated murder, leading to suspicions that he may have been involved in Diane's disappearance. However, law enforcement has not charged him or anyone else in connection with the case, leaving the identity of Diane's possible attacker unknown. Investigators left baffled. Despite extensive investigations, law enforcement has been unable to solve the mystery of Diane Augat's disappearance. Over the years, more than 100 people have been interviewed, and countless leads have been pursued, but none have led to significant breakthroughs. Detectives have noted the complexity of the case, particularly due to the odd clues that have surfaced, but failed to provide a clear narrative of what happened to Diane. The cold case remains open, with the Pasco County Sheriff's Office periodically revisiting the case in the hope that new information might emerge. The impact on the family. Diane's family has been devastated by her disappearance. Her mother, Mildred, spent years clinging to hope that Diane might still be alive, only to pass away without ever knowing what truly happened to her daughter. Diane's siblings have also struggled to cope with the uncertainty of the case. For years, every new clue seemed to offer a glimmer of hope, only for that hope to be dashed when no further evidence was uncovered. Today, Diane's children are grown, but the pain of losing their mother under such mysterious circumstances has never left them. The family continues to seek answers, urging anyone with information to come forward. A legacy of cold cases. Diane's case is just one of many unsolved disappearances in the United States. Florida alone has thousands of cold cases, with many families left in the same agonizing position as Diane's, desperate for closure but receiving none. Organizations like Crime Stoppers and the Charlie Project work to keep cases like Diane's in the public eye, hoping that continued awareness might eventually lead to a breakthrough. With advances in forensic technology, there is hope that one day, cases like Diane's might finally be solved, bringing long-awaited justice and answers to her loved ones. Will we ever know? More than 2 decades have passed since Diane Augat disappeared, and yet, her family is no closer to finding the truth. The strange clues, the severed finger, the voicemail, the bag of clothes, paint a picture of a woman who met a tragic and violent end. But without more evidence, the full story remains a mystery. Diane's case continues to haunt those who followed it, and the Pasco County Sheriff's Office remains open to new leads. Will this case ever be solved? Only time will tell. But for now, the disappearance of Diane Augat remains one of Florida's most chilling unsolved mysteries. Thanks for watching. If you found this video about the mysterious disappearance of Diane Augat intriguing, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and brings more attention to unsolved cases like this one. If you're passionate about true crime and want to explore more chilling stories, and don't forget to subscribe.